and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host with the most, TheChronicToast, and today we are diving right back into BeamNG.drive. That's right, your favorite of the soft body physics simulators for vehicles. Oh man. Today we are diving into a particularly really cool scenario. It is our first chase scenario of BeamNG here in this series, and admittedly, the chase scenarios are my most amazingly favorite ones. They are so much fun. There's so much replayability. Today, the first one is going to be Police Patrol. The description up here states, stop the speeding Hirochi SBR4 with your much slower Gavril Roamer, Sheriff Edition. Difficulty is hard. Authors are, of course, BeamNG. Creation is September 3rd, 2015. The map is East Coast, USA, with the goals of tailing, damage, and speed. Let's hit that play button and dive on in. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so legitimately excited. Oh man, a lot of these chase scenarios are just so much fun. It's because you're trying to figure out how do you achieve your goal, which can vary between the different scenarios without, causing yourself damage or significant issues or the particular vehicle getting away. So, all right, here we go. Says you received a report about speeding suspect in a Hirochi SBR4. Take care of the situation and make sure to stop him. It doesn't really matter if his car stays in one piece or not, but you will want to keep your trusty roamer in reasonably good shape. And tips and hints, the SBR4 is a lot faster than your old Sheriff Roamer, but the driver is young and inexperienced, so use this to your advantage. Good luck. Oh man. Let's go over here and hit that start button. Sirens and lights are flashing. That's all right. If you don't want to have those on, all you have to do is go down here and press that M button, press it again. It'll toggle back to the lights. And so far. Now, this guy is probably going to get away here. That's all right. Do remember here, the way that this usually works is we're not too worried about completing the challenge here first time around. We do want to take a look here at our vehicle. It looks pretty cool. Looks like an old style Ford Explorer. Ooh, definitely not stable. Definitely not stable. And it looks like just a little bit of damage. Because that started to trigger before we actually impacted the tree, is going to be enough to cause problems. So we have to figure out how can we stop the vehicle without causing significant amount of damage to our own vehicle. So that'll be a lot of fun. Now, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, how this usually works is we take a look at the vehicle, we take a look at the track. We've been on this map before. It's reasonably straightforward. It's a lot of fun. But we're going to be trying to do this as fast and as quickly as we possibly can here in third-person view with the automatic transmission. Second time around, once we're successful, hopefully, and if not, either way, we're going to dive into this from the first-person view inside the vehicle, just trying to get a feel for how this works. Usually this means that we get a better feel of the weight transfer and the handling of the vehicle, but your visibility is limited. Now, if needed and necessary, we'll try to go back to one of those two viewpoints, whether it's third person or first person, and put it into manual mode, which means it's a realistic transmission, first gear, second gear, manual shifting if we need to actually get that done to be accomplished. So without further ado, let's dive on in. Let's try to stop this Hirochi SBR4. This should be a lot of fun. Oh man. Leave the lights on and here we go. Just pulled out here. I can maybe see the car down there. Yep, the little tiny red speck way at the bottom of the screen. Oh man. Now we're going to try to do our best. We know there are not going to be any other vehicles out here on the road, so we kind of are able to cheat a little bit. We don't necessarily have to stay on the right-hand side. 70, 80 miles an hour in a Ford Explorer is a little scary. These things, before the Firestone tire incident from the late 90s and early 2000s, was definitely something, they'd like to roll over. They're top-heavy. They're an SUV. Now the question is, where is this particular vehicle going to be at? Man. I don't know if we're going to catch up to him. We're going to see. This should definitely be possible. We're tightening down here. The corner is getting a little bit... Oh, gosh, we don't want to lose control of our vehicle. I just want to get eyes back onto this car up here. I just want to be able to see where they are. We have no idea. No idea at all. Oh, they're so far away. 90 miles an hour. Oh, my gosh. This might be a situation where 100 miles an hour. Oh, my goodness. Oh crap. And we've immediately wrecked our vehicle. Oh wow, and we just caught the bridge. That looks horrendous. Oh gosh. Normally I would say you might want to potentially call off the chase at that point and call out another unit from some other location, whether it's a few miles away or whatever. Wow, that car is absolutely gone. So with that being the case, we are going to just hammer down and see what we can do. This vehicle, the weight transfer is super top heavy. It's all over the place. 100 miles an hour. Oh dear goodness. And you can already see it there. We just stopped. We just passed checkpoint 1 of 2. And I don't know where the second checkpoint is, but we have to get this car before that happens. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's see if we can even make this thing happen and occur. It's been a long time since I've played this mission. I do remember it was difficult. And this Gavril Roamer does not have good traction. It does not handle particularly well. And it's good for off-road, not necessarily good for on-road things. 40 miles an hour. We want to slow down just a little bit. We really, really probably should push it through this corner a little bit faster. 73 miles an hour. We are catching, and I can see the vehicle up here. We are having to hammer down something fierce to even stay with this vehicle. We know we've got a right-hand corner coming up there. Oh, wow. They've just changed tactics. I don't know if that's because they saw us in the rearview mirror and they wanted to change where they're going. See, it looks like they went to the right. I'm assuming. The AI is making decisions. This chase is changing it up. See, ladies and gents, this is one of the reasons why I love these police chase scenarios, is they're not usually the same multiple times over. They'll switch it up. The AI will try different things. Oh, we're going to right into the side. Wow. Wow. This car has all the traction to handle these corners, but the moment you touch the brakes, you just skateboard right into whatever you're... I'm going to keep an eye on that. That's going to be an issue. Well, we're going to hammer down. We're going to see if the AI takes the exact same route it did last time, or if it takes a similar route to the first time. But we just need to be cognizant when we're trying to touch those brakes going around those corners. It just seems like the front tires just lock up, or they just turn to ice. And you lose all cornering traction. So we have to be cognizant of reading the road to understand where those corners are. Like right here, they're actually hanging a left. Oh my gosh, what is this? Off-road, that should help us, assuming we can actually get traction. It's a different scenario every single time. Now, their car is not going to be well suited for this, but that being said, they also have a lot more horsepower than we do, and as a result, they're going to be able to get out and about and break free a lot quicker than we are. Now, this is the closest I've been able to finally get to this vehicle, but just like that, once it's on pavement, it just takes on off. But again, this is a third option. This is a third direction. Wow. Again, man, this Gavril, every time he hit the brakes, it just wants to skate around. I'm assuming they went left. Okay. I had lost complete visual of the suspect, of the car. We're going to hang it right up here. Again, brake a little bit and try to hammer down. So once you hit the brakes on this, it just starts to skate until you let off the brakes again. And so we can use that to our advantage a little bit. It does want to push, to use a racing term. The front end does not want to turn particularly well when you want to just hammer down the throttle. I have no idea where they went. It's straight ahead. Crap, we just lost a lot of momentum and speed. Looks like they're turning left onto another dirt road, possibly? I'm not familiar enough with this map rework to know where this is. Let's see. Where'd they go? Oh my gosh, there they are. Did we get them? Did we get them? They gave up. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'll take it. So we chased them probably to wherever they got to go, wherever they were trying to get to. And they decided at that point, you know what? Just arrest me. It's all right. So I'm assuming it was related to all the speeding that was being done before they called in. And that car can get up and go. They definitely tried to lose us through the woods, but we managed to get them in this location, which is pretty darn cool. Oh, all right. So 2 minutes and 1.01 seconds are what it took to get this vehicle to stop. And we finally caught up, which is pretty cool. We're going to try this again, but we're going to do it from inside the cab this time. And we're going to see if they take a fourth direction, a fourth opportunity. Man, I love these missions so much. Regardless of, for whatever reason, one vehicle is chasing another, The fact that you get a chance to see some of the pathfinding and decision-making logic and the AI that is within here, BeamNG, it is just such an exciting situation because you never know what they're going to do. And I like to feel that the closer you get to them, the more erratic they drive, the more anxious they get, the more likely they are to make a mistake. Looks like they're taking that left-hand corner. There we go. We can see probably one of the reasons why. Oh, we're going to take this a little bit tight, but you can see one of the reasons why, or here rather, this vehicle wants to kind of lock up the wheels is it sounds like it is. As you're hitting the brakes, the ABS is not doing a great job on this vehicle with the traction and everything else. We were hammering through here. We got to see where this car's going. I've got no eyes. They barely just saw him here. They went left. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. I'm trying to recall which way the e-brake was, and I'm already forgetting. I think we've been through this before in a previous episode. Okay, it's gonna be right bumper. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming they went left. They did not go left. I think we just lost them. We're going to try to go down to where we saw them go the last time around. So we're going to hang it right down here and see what happens. But there they are. We got real lucky. They're hanging it left again. It looks like they're going to the exact same location they went before. So the question is, can we chase them down to this location before it happens? Sometimes the AI will go to different locations. Sometimes they will not. Sometimes they'll shift around, as we've already seen already, which is pretty cool. We're just hammering down to see where they are, and we've lost them. We have officially lost them. We have no idea where they went. So I'm going to try to go to the same location here to see if this is where they've gone. And if so, great. And if not, no worries. And it is not where they went. They went somewhere else. So they are definitely not up here. Good to know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try again. Can turn off that siren just so it's a little bit less annoying here for the viewers, and leave the lights on because, hey, we're trying to do a job. We're going to dive on in and see if we can't get this, oh man, this SBR4 to pull over because of all the speeding. That is, if you've ever had a chance to drive that car in free roam in this game, it is a fast, very grippy car. The suspension is a little bit weak. It's a bit more performance suspension, so I'm going to try to pulse the brakes here a little bit to try to get a better turn in. But yeah, it is definitely not meant for off-road, so if it takes a lot of the stuff a little bit too rough, too difficult, it's going to break that suspension. It's going to cause issues. I think this is the closest we've been. We just saw the tail end just kind of kick up over this. We see the dust kicking up a little bit. This is the closest we've been to this car going through this area, which means we might actually be in a good spot to try to get as close as possible. But again, once it's hit the pavement, that car is gone. And the question is, where are they going? Where are they going? They're hanging a right again. We've been through this before. It looks like they're familiar with that. Looks like they just hung a left. Come on, power. We need to see where they're going. There they are. And they're hanging a right to go over the bridge. Once again, the question is, where are they going? Where have they gone? We're going to try to hammer down. They're hanging a left again. Man, it makes me wonder where else they could have gone up here. Trying to get this car to turn, and it just does not want to turn. Now they've gone right around that corner. We've lost eyes on them. We've got no idea where they are. We're going to turn in a little bit early, keep the power down, try to get eyes on. They're going straight, and they got away. Oh man. This vehicle, just as we start getting into these stop and go acceleration and braking scenarios, it just does not want to go. Now we're going to do one more time to see what we can do here. This is a lot of fun. I'm not expecting that shifting transmission in this vehicle is going to be giving us an advantage. I'm fairly certain that it is definitely the situation of the ability to brake and turn is causing us issues. We got very lucky the first time we managed to stop this vehicle. It worked out rather well. And they're coming up here and they are stopping again. Now we're going to come in here if we can. Man, just trying to get this thing to turn, it just does not work out well. It does not work out well at all. Well, we'll see. We're going to give it a good shot. We see the tail end of the vehicle up there. We're going to stay to the left a little bit, then hang a little bit wide to help our turn in up here. We got good suspension, so we're going to utilize it as much as we possibly can to kind of go a little bit off the beaten path around the bumpy sections up there and all that stuff, all that jazz. They're hanging again to the right. We're gonna hang around here. This is the closest we've been. I think it has broke something on the left front of this car, of this vehicle. It is wanting to pull the left, which is not ideal. It's not good for us. Oh, and there we are. Son of a biscuit. Oh, man. They are gone. They are gone. What did we do with our vehicle, man? That's the question that I'd like to know. And I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to find out. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try. That's right. The realistic transmission. We're going to see if we can make this work. And, yeah. Why not? I don't know. I don't know if it's shifting the way that I'd like it to. Let's see. Yep, so there is no actual manual option. It is just intentionally shifting it between drive and second gear and all that jazz. So I don't think this is going to work out very particularly well for this adventure that we're driving on. But hey, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to drive this thing like we stole it. Trying to get through here. Again, using that e-brake to the best of our ability. Let's see. There's first gear. There's second gear. And now we're driving back into drive again. There we go. A little bit better. A little bit better. Second gear is helping us out. Not too much, though. The big thing is, can we get around these corners and actually avoid these giant things here as this vehicle just slides all over the place. I apologize if the words are not coming out very easily. I'm trying my darndest to actually concentrate here. It's causing a lot of issues, trying to verbalize, just trying to get this just beast of a vehicle to actually like grip and go and just take off. Now we see the vehicle up there. Can we get there? Can we get there? They're hanging to left. Again, we are very, very, very far behind here, which is not good. We're gonna slam it into drive. There we go. Come on. Come on, buddy. Did we get him? Yeah, there we are. Just a little bit. Oh, we failed. We failed. Oh, man. I'm gonna count that as a win. 1 minute, 57.5 seconds. Ah, this is a lot of hard work. This big, giant off-road vehicle with crappy tires is, oh, man, not the best situation to be in for sure. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to turn off the lights because there you go. I've never actually been to this part of the map. They've recently revamped the maps, and I think this is generally new. Hard to tell. But yeah, always a pile of fun. Always a lot of it. I love these scenarios. They're a blast. So as always, if you like these sorts of things, please hit that like button. Please let me know over on Twitter or wherever it is that you've seen or heard of these videos, and we'll continue to do some more of these. But yeah, there are definitely a lot more chase scenarios coming on up. So if you like this sort of stuff, if it's a bit more dynamic, a bit more interesting to watch, you're going to be in for a treat because we're going to have a bunch more in store already for you. All right, well, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.